Monday morning. Good afternoon, Bleed Big Blue Nation. Good afternoon, Bleed Big Blue Nation. Happy Friday. Good evening, Bleed Big Blue Nation. Good afternoon, Bleed Big Blue fans. Good afternoon, Bleed Big Blue Nation. Good evening, Bleed Big Blue Nation. This is coming to you live on Franchise Monday. Coming to you on Thursday night. Coming to you live for my 2-minute rant on a Monday morning. Let me tell you something. Coming to you live on a Friday afternoon. Coming to you on a Wednesday afternoon. Joe, coming to you on a Tuesday afternoon. Coming to you on a Thursday afternoon. Coming to you on a fabulous Friday afternoon. Coming to you live on a Monday afternoon. Coming to you on a Wednesday afternoon.
Holy shit. that was like my nightmares. I thought we were going to start arguing already.
Tim, what is going on?
Nothing, man. You know what? It's been a good week. We won. For whatever reason, I've been in a better mood all week.
Yeah, it's been rainbows over here and like puppies, and it's amazing when they win.
Yeah. You know what? For all those people that were writing comments under the videos, and you know who you are, ripping on the Giants.
You know who you are.
We know who you are, and probably I commented back to you anyway. But I told you so. I just like being right. There's
nothing better than being right.
Yeah, and all these people that wanted to hop off the bandwagon, because they're all pissy. Oh, let's tank for the first pick. Bullshit. Guess what? We're not going to do that. The team finally woke up. This is the team that I thought could actually be out there, and we're doing it with half the talent.
Like I said, tale of two teams.
Absolutely. You know what? I really, I don't want to put it all in the play calling as far as Mike Sullivan. I think the offense likes Mike Sullivan way better than they like Ben McAdoo. They stepped it up.
Sure seemed that way.
At least he knows the talent a lot better than Ben does.
Or at least dedication to the run game.
Yeah, 100%. And the DRC suspension, I guess, worked. Because you know what? Defense stepped it up. And before I forget, I want to give a shout-out to JPP. You know what? I didn't know it until after the game. Well, he was playing for, a little kid with cancer. They wanted him to, get sacks for him during the game. That's why he did the dance after the game. So you know what?
Right.
Shout out to you, JPP. That was pretty awesome. And I hope that kid stays on you the rest of the season, because if you're going to get 3 sacks a game, that's a JPP I would like watching.
Yeah, no doubt. So welcome everyone who is on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Twitch. We're everywhere.
Yeah. And you know what? I also want to reach out. If you want to call in now. Right when we're about to go off the air is we got about 10 calls last week. You know what? Call in now. You want to talk Giants? Let's do it.
Speaking of callers, what's going on?
Turn my mic on.
It's on. Aren't you in Mexico?
Right. No. I was in Houston last week, and then because we did the show on Thursday,
yeah,
I was thrown off. And then I'll be in town for the next 2 weeks, and then I'm in the Bahamas the first week in November.
Did you go see the intern when you were in Houston?
No. Can I just say, while we're here, while we're here, I have a bone to pick with the intern.
Hold on. We have a call. Let's see if it's him. Hold on. What's going on, caller?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Philip Gray. I think I've called in before.
Yeah, your voice is familiar.
Yeah. I just want to say, I have a bone to pick with the list of shame this week.
Uh-oh. Oh, damn. Here we go.
Jack Rabbit did not deserve to be on that list. He did not. I understand your reasoning, but he forced a fumble and he got the pick. I do not understand how you can ignore those facts and put him on the list of shame. He more than made up for that mistake with what he did. At minimum, he should be neutral. If there weren't so many people, doing well this week, he probably could have earned his spot on the list of glory. I disagree with the list.
First of all, I put it out there on the list, if you heard the audio, that I knew people were going to snap about Jack Rabbit being on there. But I'm going to be honest.
I know.
The team played so well that it was really hard for me to make a list of shame. But I did expect more from Jack Rabbit. That's literally the most yards he's given up. You could almost put, you could put this whole season together plus some games, and he hasn't given up that many catches and that many yards, total in one game. And honestly, and the strip fumble, I want to say this. First of all, great play. On the pick six was awesome. The strip fumble was awesome. But if he did not strip fumble, he was about to give up a fourth down. He was about to give up another first down to Demaryius Thomas.
That's an if.
Well, it's not an if. If he didn't get the strip, it was.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I think I'll have to go. I'll have to call you back. I got someone coming.
Oh, okay.
No problem.
Someone more important than the show.
Damn.
Oh.
Yeah, first.
Right
Did we just get put on hold?
I think hold on. I don't know that guy's name.
Yeah.
I know he said it, but it's escaping me at the moment.
It's Philip Gray.
I think that Philip shall forever be known as Ned Ryerson from Groundhog Day.
Yeah, you know what, Ned?
He's Ned.
I do give you credit for putting a show that you called in pretty much on hold. Like,
wait, are we actually
we literally just got put on hold. Really, listen, I'll talk
Marco,
to you guys later.
Are we on hold or did he hang up?
No, he hung up.
Okay.
But you know what? Hey, touche, good credit, and I knew people were going to snap about the list of shame, about Jack Rabbit being on there. I knew it was going to happen.
I agree with you, Tim. Here's the thing.
You know who doesn't agree with you? Me.
Who's that?
It's bullshit yards. They didn't get in the end zone.
Dude, he was the only reason
they didn't
Denver
get in the
had
end zone
offense. Demaryius Thomas was the whole Denver's offense.
Trevor Siemian sucks.
Yeah.
He's a running quarterback.
I swear to last week, everybody wanted Trevor Siemian that was calling in.
Remember, he's a running quarterback?
Yeah.
Well, then I'm glad I missed that, Joe, because that's bullshit. Bullshit.
It doesn't matter to me. It's exactly bullshit yards. He kept him out of the end zone, got the pick six, got the forced fumble. If you're going to give up bullshit yards, still get the win, and keep him out of the end zone, that's fine. It's like a pass interference that you don't score over and you get the ball back anyway.
But I want to put out there that all the
crosses
bullshit
itself
yards put him in scoring position. And as far as him keeping him out of the end zone, did they even throw a fade to Demaryius Thomas in the end zone? Did he even have to defend it? I don't remember if he did. And I'm going to say,
Did we put
give me a
Eli
bomb.
Apple on the list of shame?
I did not. He's been on the
You-
list before, but he's been on the list.
The guy made
You don't
one
think-
play, and he's over yapping in Aqib Talib's ear. How about this? How about
He
this?
was highly
How about
rated in DFS this week. I think he was the third highest corner.
You can
this
see my
week.
face. It's covered in excitement.
Yeah.
We're part of the
I
reason
cannot
why
wait till we go video.
part of the reason why we're 1-5 is because Eli Apple played his first good game last week.
Yeah, no, he did play
So,
well.
I'll say this, and some of that is on the strategic philosophy to put Eli Apple on
Was that Emmanuel Sanders, wasn't it?
No, I'm talking 2 weeks ago against Tampa Bay.
Oh, the Mike Evans?
Mike Evans. I wanted to call him Mike Adams.
Yeah, first of all, yeah, that was stupid.
That was dumb. But, and it's those sort of strategy moves that cause problems. But I'll give him credit. He played well. He played well Monday. I was really confused on Monday because, or Sunday, rather, because I don't know how we won that game. Like, I still don't know how we won that game.
So, guys, I agree with you, Justin, completely. And I'm with you because I was riding a high from Friday. So I'm a Syracuse fan. And Syracuse beat Clemson, and they had no business winning that game. And then I go, Giants going to Denver. I didn't really, I hope Giants could win, but Giants dominated that game. Like, they completely dominated that game. And I was just riding a high. I'm like, are you serious? The only, like I put it on the list of shame, the only thing that pissed me off was, where was this team the first 5 games?
Right. So it goes back to the old classic. Did we run the ball? Yes. Did we play solid defense? Yes. Does that keep you in the games? Let you win them? Absolutely. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Eli completed 11 passes, 6 of which were to the tight end.
Yeah.
He completed 5 passes to wide receivers.
Do you guys
Not
realize
even.
we ran
Not
the
even
ball?
because he hit Wayne Gallman on 2 passes. He probably completed 3 passes to wide receivers.
I know he completed 1 to Roger Lewis. I'm trying to think of any other ones.
Tim, are you ready to get
I
scolded?
think he completed.
Are you ready to get scolded again? Are you ready to get scolded again?
Scolded for what? What I
All
did
right,
now.
you're back on. Is your company over?
Hi, Ned here.
Hey, Ned. First of all,
Ned.
touche for putting us on hold.
Yeah, you're on the list of shame next week.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, you know what? You're going on the list of shame, Ned.
You know what? I deserve. I deserve that. I deserve that.
Was it forced loving?
Not unless you consider my little sister loving. That would be extremely awkward. Yeah. Little bit awkward.
Yeah. This guy is Matt Ryerson. Yeah.
All right.
So, is there anything else you got to complain about?
I actually have a question for you guys. Sure. Do you think that this performance was a fluke, and not from the players, but from Mike Sullivan in terms of play calling, or do you think that he will be able to adapt? Because here sticking with the run game worked, but if we're getting completely shut down in the run game, and let's say we have to do some creative passing, or next season when we actually have our stars back and we need to do more passing because we're down, like, do you think that Mike Sullivan will be able to keep up this level of quality play calling, or do you think it was just happened to be a fluke?
No, here's the thing. If you watch the first half of the Chargers game before Orleans Darkwa got hurt, we actually ran the ball pretty decently against the Chargers in the first half. I mean, he had 67 yards before he left with that calf injury, and that was, halfway through the second quarter? So, and then we followed it up by Orleans Darkwa being the only running back to run for 100 yards against Denver this whole season. He had more yards rushing against the Broncos than the previous 4 running backs had combined. So there's something there. It's running behind that right side of the line with Orleans Darkwa specifically. Now the question is going to be, can we maintain that? I'm willing to say that it's a possibility only because I've been encouraged 2 weeks in a row, but I'm cautiously optimistic. I wouldn't be surprised at all if a team figured out how to defend us and then we didn't change up the run game.
Well, I'm with you, Justin. Yeah, I'm with you.
Too.
Yeah, go ahead, Marco.
When was the last time you remember seeing the Giants running it 2 times in a row, 3 times in a row in the series?
Brandon Jacobs and Matt Bradshaw. That's how far back.
Exactly.
And Derek Ward. That team, that was a run-first squad, and they were great.
But to go back to that question, the one thing you guys got to realize too is, we didn't pass a lot last game, but it's also like one of the best secondaries in the NFL that they were going against. You know, you got Talib, you got Chris Harrison, you got Roby covering those wide receivers. Now, I'm not saying we have great wide receivers, but I think they could do a little bit more against other secondaries. The only thing I'm scared about is I think people are going to start doubling the Evan Ingram. Because you can already tell Eli always does it. He always has a picks a receiver that's his safety blanket. And you can already see that Evan Ingram's his safety blanket now. Odell was. Evan Ingram is now. And that's what I'm worried about.
To that point, if they're going to double team someone else is open. That's where these guys who want to make a name for themselves, the Roger Lewis's, Tavares King.
Can I get your guys' opinion on a theory I had? And maybe it's not a theory, maybe you guys just completely agree, and I'm just being overly skeptical here. But I think a lot of our running success was due to the offensive line workaround, and I think, more importantly, our success in this game was really due to how we neutralized Von Miller. And I was wondering if, you guys thought that we should basically move Pugh around and use him to neutralize their best defensive, their biggest run threat, and then try to build the run game like that.
No, I think that you found the place for Pugh at right tackle. I think that's where you would most likely see him stay. You don't want to tinker too much, right? We found something that looks like it kind of sort of may work, and so you want to ride that for as long as you can.
Yeah, you're right, Justin.
And to move people around, take them out of the comfort zone that they've found, I think is counterproductive. But, the unsung hero on the offensive line this week that was only mentioned, I think, once during the game was Brett Jones. He really controlled.
Totally agree.
He really controlled, the front middle of the defensive line and got pushed right at the point of attack, and that's where the Giants want to run. They don't have guys that can get the edge. They're running between the tackles. And so in order for that to work, the center's got to get pushed. And, Weston Richburg hasn't gotten pushed in a while. The last time he got pushed, he was thrown out of a game for excessive force against the Redskins. That's right.
And
if you're listening and you're not concussed, call in. Let's chat about it.
And you know what, Justin, you're totally right. Brent Jones is he's getting pushed for the run game. I think all of them are. I think they're getting a little comfortable. But I think Orleans Darkwa helps them out because he's not doing what Perkins was doing and sitting behind the offensive line waiting for a hole to open up. He hits the hole when wherever he's supposed to hit it, and there's no hesitation. He's just hitting the hole. So when there's a slight opening, he's going through it.
And what you guys
John Gruden?
What I really want to know is why these guys weren't given opportunities earlier. I mean,
because McAdoo's an idiot. Factually accurate information.
Ben McAdoo doesn't know talent.
Ben, if you're listening, call in.
Tired of me already?
No, we're talking about Ben McAdoo.
No. We want Ben on the phone.
But no, you're absolutely
We'd
right.
like you to become a regular part of the show.
No, Ben does not know how to. He doesn't like to sit guys. I think he's almost loyal to a point. Loyal to his own scheme. Loyal to veterans that he gets along with. Just doesn't move around talent. Paul Perkins, for example, showed all preseason that he wasn't running like crap. But it took him to get injured for Ben McAdoo to actually play other running backs. And look, all of a sudden, we have a running game. Last year, Victor Cruz. Victor Cruz was not getting separation, and we had guys like Roger Lewis and Tavares King right behind them. Were playing technically better on the field, and they weren't getting on the field because Ben wanted to stick with Victor Cruz.
Let's be clear when we talk about Ben McAdoo and where we are with him. It was a wonderful win. I was pleased, even though I was surprised, and I found myself not wanting to get too hyped about it during the game because I was just waiting for the other shoe to fall. But what I will say is the things that we did to win that game, Ben McAdoo was forced into. The reason why we focused on the run was twofold. One, management strongly suggested that Ben give up play calling. Kudos to management for throwing your weight around. And two, the only reason that we're running the football is because our top 3 wide receivers and 4 of our top 5 are injured with sprained ankles. So it's almost like the football god said, if you don't think that you should run, we're going to make it so that's the only thing that you can do, and then you'll see how good you are. And so that bothers me, that this is a man that, you know, we're entrusting with the strategic implementation for this team, and the only way that he got to something that was successful was because, you know, he was forced to. It wasn't even something that he came to on his own conclusion. If he was left to his own devices, we'd still be in, you know, the shotgun on the half-yard line.
Set. Yeah.
You know, running slants.
And here's my problem, too, with Ben was, you know, I said in the video.
His hair?
Well, I was rich. But
no, his hair's awesome.
I don't want to. I want to hope that he. Well, now that I saw or heard that, you know, Mara pushed him to give up the play calling, but I thought he did it to like this. Crap, we don't have any. All our really skilled players are hurt. Here, Mike Sullivan, you can have the offense. So when it's shitty, I can blame it on you.
I thought of it differently, actually.
Almost like passing the buck. Like, listen, you know what? The offense isn't going well. But, hey, it's not my fault. I'm not calling the plays.
No, I thought of it like, let's see what he can do, you know, when people think we're going to win. So if it goes well, all right, it went well. If it goes poorly, he could say, like, oh, we didn't have the weapons, you know, we stick to the game plan, all the other BS. But I think actually, strangely, McAdoo comes across a little better this week than he did last week. Granted that it's a win. But suspending DRC, winding up that we didn't need him, showing he has some authority, and it seems like he is adjusting, even though that, you know, he was pushed or nudged or forced to adjust.
Yep.
But it seems like he's open to it.
Yeah, I think the DRC situation was a jump starter for McAdoo. I think it really, like, made it clear to him exactly how out of hand things were getting. I don't think he had a realization of the scope until that happened.
Yeah, I'm. You know what? I just want to see it continue. You know, there's 1 week. I think DRC's practicing this week. It sounds like he's going to be back. I want to see if it continues this energy. And you know what? The nice thing, guys, is Sterling Shepard's going to come back eventually. Probably.
He practiced today.
Did he practice today? Awesome. I didn't think he would come back until like after the bye. You know, we'd probably go after one more game. But if he comes back this week, you know, technically, let's see if he could do it. You know, yes, we are undermanned, and Sterling Shepard's going to have to be our number one wide receiver. But, you know, there could be worse wide receivers. You know,
Giants
we played
fans, parenthetically, if you can pick up Sterling Shepard in fantasy, go do it.
Yep.
I have him in the best team in the Bleedbigblue League. I just want to say, for the record, while we're here,
you're not number one.
I don't care. I beat you.
That's not true.
I beat you. I beat you, and then I beat Jimmy.
That's not true.
Who's so embarrassed that he's not even here. Jimmy, if you're listening, where the hell are you? Call in.
Why are you yelling?
Hey guys,
take your beating like a man.
How's the number one overall pick Aaron Rodgers doing right now?
Oh, wow. Throwing it right on time. You know what? What pissed me off is I messed with the football gods. As soon as Aaron Rodgers went down, I started talking shit to Todd, and I lost.
He beat you with Rodgers?
Yes.
Tim, you suck.
I was king of the mountain. You know what? Now, I was king of the north.
That's what she says.
You know, and I'm on a little losing streak right now. I just got to turn this team around. I had some injuries. I had some people on bye last week. We're back. You know, I gave up the play calling, and we're going to go from there.
Let's see what's in the comments. I want to see Richburg get moved to guard and take Jerry's spot. Jones has earned the spot and needs to stay there.
You know what? First of all, I'm going to take that right now. Richburg sucks at guard. The first year he played guard, and he was a horrible guard. No, do not put him at guard. That's from Annette.
So someone
Jason
just said who picks a QB number 1 overall fantasy.
I'm on Facebook going through them right now. Jason Ferguson. We just have to stick at one game at a time, find our identity, stick with the run, play giant defense. I think we can make a run towards 8-8 or 9-7. 8-8 at best or 7-9.
You think 9-7?
He said 7.
They were talking about, they're like, we would have to be 9-7 to make playoffs, and it's possible. Not probable, but it's possible.
The Mike Myers says, "Can you hear me? Win out." That's the goal from the beginning.
Yeah. Why not? Let's be the first team to start 0-5 and make playoffs.
Listen, we're not.
Can you imagine what the wild card is going to look like this year?
But honestly, guys, look at the NFC. We can beat any team in our division. We should have beat Philly. We should have beat Dallas, but we play like garbage.
I don't think we can beat Philly.
We should have beaten Philly the first time.
Philly, yeah, but Philly. We always play shitty against Philly, and Philly's actually good this year.
Philly is pretty good, but they literally, if Brad Wing didn't hit a little 20-yard fucking punt and them kick a 61-yard field goal, we would have won that damn game.
Brad Wing, you suck.
Look, they did this last year, and then they choked it. The Eagles did the same shit last year, where they got off to a really hot start, and then they started choking it away. And
that's what Eagles do.
You know
man.
what? History may repeat itself. History may repeat itself. One can hope.
You know, I think I won't even mention like catching anyone. Let's just get to 2-5, then maybe I'll start entertaining it at 3-5.
Yeah.
Right now, it's just
2-5, and then we go into a bye. 2-5, and we get a bye. Well, that's good. Let's go into that bye with a win. That would be huge.
Seattle is up next.
And Seattle has a horrible offensive line. JPP better have a field day.
Hey, Todd, I just want to say something. When I was, talking all that crap about...
You could talk to him live. Hold on.
Oh, Todd's on? Oh, yeah.
I think, Paula, are you there?
Todd, are you there?
Sorry, I had myself on mute. Yeah, I was doing homework. I was a little late. What's up, dude?
Well, first of all, you're gonna lose your damn internship. You show up late or you don't show up.
I was doing homework. My apologies. I'm here. I'm ready to talk.
Yeah, you know what? Okay. Ned's about to talk shit to you. So go ahead, Ned.
Oh.
No, I actually wasn't going to talk shit to him. I was going to congratulate him because I was mocking him, saying all this crap about how he was going to go undefeated, be the best in the league, and all that crap. But apparently he actually managed to accomplish it. So
yeah, I'm number one.
Congratulations.
You were that guy. I was hoping that one day you would come into the comment section. I could talk to you and be like, "Hey, man, your prediction's coming true." I was hoping they could just talk to you. That's cool. I didn't know that was you. How you doing?
Oh, God. Are you a Todd fan, Ned?
He's the only Todd fan.
Ned Todd.
Thank you. I deserve it. I really do.
Making friends?
Todd's got one fan.
Hey, you know what?
You
know what? When I heard him say that he was doing homework, I felt a connection because I am drowning in that right now.
There you go. College buddies. See that? We're both in college. I think you're in college.
I'm currently looking through them.
Looking through. Okay, I see.
Yeah, gotta get those
Ned, are you in the
applications
fantasy
out.
league?
I was going to be, but then work decided to change up my hours. I was that guy.
You're not in the fantasy league.
Yeah.
I wish.
Ned, do you want to take over my team? It's amazingly, I am riddled with injuries and haven't looked at it, and 0-6. So if you want to take over,
the funny thing is, Marco,
you have to own your own disaster. You have to own your own disaster. You drafted that, not me.
Oh,
I'm not taking on that responsibility.
Ned,
listen, my team is high scoring.
Ned,
maybe you should have drafted Aaron Rodgers like I did.
My team
never
is
call out the CEO.
My team is pretty high scoring, but yet I'm losing all the time. I don't get it. What happened? No defense.
Tim's over there, Kareem Hunt. No wonder he got so much wins.
Listen, don't worry about how I draft.
Remember, the CEO's wife knows Demi Lovato.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be known to the listeners that, we have a little private chat, all the people in the podcast, and, everybody here can back me up that Tim was constantly up about how he's number one in the fantasy draft. He's the king in the North, making fun of me and my team. And then my team, with only getting 0.7 points from Aaron Rodgers, comes over with the adversity, like the New York Giants in real life, and beats Tim and takes over the number one spot in the fantasy draft. And I have one more thing to say. The king in the North, baby.
Do not clap up for Todd. Do not clap up for Todd. You know what?
Todd.
You know what?
This entire season has been stuff turning upside down. Todd is getting his comeuppance now. The entire league has flipped upside down. The Patriots are, the Giants started 0-5. Everything has flipped upside down. And thus, what I thought was an initially shitty draft has become a god-tier draft.
Well, it's not now because he lost Aaron Rodgers for the year. So he's going to start losing.
I did lose Aaron Rodgers, but I picked up Marcus Mariota. Hopefully he'll do something.
Yeah, after we had to tell you how the waiver wire works.
Yeah.
It's my first year in fantasy. I had no idea how waivers
I was
work.
at work and
no idea what was going on.
I went to lunch and I read all the chats and I was like, is this fucking real? God, you're 19 years old.
I never played fantasy football.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
what she says.
And I just want to put out there for the rest of the league, just because I'm on a losing streak does not mean I will stop talking shit.
And thus the losing streak will continue.
Oh, my God!
You will talk shit every week, and every week you will continue to lose until you appease the football gods.
Oh.
You must humble thyself before them. You must say that you have no chance to have a chance.
Absolutely not. That's not the way I roll. Every week I'm going to stop whoever the hell I'm playing. Who am I playing this week?
So, hold on. I'm looking at the standings now to get back to the actual game of football, not the fantasy game of football. As of now, the wild card will go to the Panthers at 4-2.
And that's the thing with the NFC. With the NFC, who do you think the top team in the NFC is right now? Who would you guys say?
Philadelphia.
I would have said the Packers, but we all know how that happened.
And with the Packers out, it's basically open season.
It's statistically the Eagles at 5-1.
Statistically, yeah, but I wouldn't keep them out there. The Eagles are pretty known to turn that stuff around. I mean, look how they started off last year. Had a pretty good first games, and then it crashed.
Do you believe the Rams at 4-2? No. Do you believe the Panthers at 4-2? No. Maybe the Vikings. Maybe the Vikings, because that defense is,
it's phenomenal.
But they got Case Keenum at quarterback.
Travel anywhere, but
Does he have Case Keenum?
They have Case Keenum and no Dalvin Cook anymore.
Yeah.
I'm kind of looking at the Rams, to be honest. That's kind of my sleeper pick for the NFC.
I do like the Rams. The Rams. I like the way they play. Sean McVay is a great coach.
I think the game plan.
You think the Falcons are going to turn it on?
I wish everything good to the Rams fan base, but their owner is just such a trash person, just such a garbage guy, man. I mean, I wish the fans nothing but the best, but honestly, I hope the owner just has everything bad happen to him possible.
Oh my! The owner is known to be a pretty horrible dude. I've heard some of the stuff he's done, and not the best. I'll say that much.
Wait, what am I missing? Besides moving the team?
Oh, you don't know about the owner, the Rams owner?
No.
He's done some sketchy stuff in his days, man.
Dude, you don't become a billionaire by being a nice guy. Let's be honest.
True. Look at Donald Trump.
You're screwing some people. You're screwing somebody over.
Somewhere, somehow.
Oh my God! I mean, I know this is. I know this is a New York Giants thing, but can we just take a second and say fuck Dean Spanos? Honestly.
Hold on, let me look him up.
You're gonna find
Chargers owner.
Dean Spanos. There we go.
Or why are you mad at Dean Spanos?
A kicker to pick up.
He abused his fan base.
He pretty much.
What fan base? They don't show up.
Dude, come on. He's threatened to pull out of San Diego so many times. There's only a certain point in that you can keep abusing fan loyalty before they won't show up. And, I mean, I don't know. I'm just glad that we don't have, an owner who's, completely heartless and a dickwad and just will move his team whenever, wherever.
Let's be honest, and you know what? I'm gonna probably piss off some fans that on the West Coast, but that's California fans.
When are you not pissing off fans? When are you not pissing off fans?
That's California fans.
Well, generally, New York sports teams don't move unless they are going to California.
I mean, you kind of want to be in New York, in terms of sports for popularity and fans. You kind of want to be in New York. We're just a huge market. Well, New York is a huge market. I don't live in New York, but.
All right, so.
And you know what, guys? I want to put something out there right now. I saw a thing today. They did some poll of players, and I don't know who the players were. They were talking about quarterbacks, and they said the most overrated quarterback got 41% of the vote was Eli Manning.
Mhm.
And I want to say
that's always going to be his perception.
I just want to put all the little jealous assholes out there. You guys still voted for the next 10 years. You guys think Tom Brady is going to win more Super Bowls than any other quarterback in the next 10 years? You think Tom Brady's playing more than 2 more seasons? No,
I don't think so.
I think Tom's hitting the age now.
I forget what it was. It was like this dating app that matched people up with things that they hate, and they released the statistics by state of what was the most hated thing. And literally for Massachusetts, the most hated thing in Massachusetts on that dating service was Eli Manning.
Eli sitting there with Eli Manning. He's like, what's going on?
Yeah, Eli was getting pissed because everybody was swiping left.
He's like, come on, man.
And with that,
I
will have to ask
a draft
your
question for you guys.
I'll have to ask your permission to head out because I have to get up at 4:30 to.
We appreciate it. You don't need our permission. You could have had it out anyway. You don't need our permission.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to get accused of bailing on you guys again.
Well, you did it mid-conversation last time. You were like, hold on.
He's like, peace.
All
right, Ned. Thanks. Ned, thanks for calling in.
Goodbye, Ned.
Ned's out.
Yeah.
Ned out.
We love you.
Already gone. I got a question from Cruisin' 26.
I love Ned.
Go ahead. What's Cruisin' speaking about?
Yeah, what's Cruisin'?
He asked, who are we drafting? And I'm assuming he means, like, this upcoming year, who you guys think is the most likely person to get grabbed out of the draft?
Well, first of all, we're going to make playoffs. So we're going to have a low draft pick.
11-5.
Easy, Tim.
All right.
I'm realistic, guys. We'll be 10-6.
Who's killing the cat?
No shit.
I just killed her. Don't worry. I killed her. She'll be quiet now. I killed her. Just go.
Listen, do not hit your mom.
Whoa.
Oh, fight me.
I'll just slip it in.
Todd, you did win your mind back this week.
That's not true.
We did play for your mom, and you did win. So
That's
good job.
That's not true.
Todd, you don't remember that?
Yeah.
What?
The bet? Todd, did you play for your mom?
I never said that.
What?
Oh.
Tim, all right. He's like,
Oh, my God.
She's a Cowboys fan. But all right. My answer to I like Saquon Barkley, but I'm kind of in the minority of that. So
we're not going to get Saquon Barkley. We're not going to be that high in the draft, honestly. Even if we don't make playoffs, we're not going to be that high.
Which pisses me off. We're not going to make the playoffs, so, like, it was cool to win one game. That's awesome. But unless you know for sure that you can make the playoffs, when you have 5 losses already, I'm not sure. I'm just not sure.
Well, I understand, but you know what? If we don't win, we don't know if we have a chance to make playoffs. And honestly, our team is so damn young, and this is the one thing that, yes, we could use offensive line help in the draft, obviously. And, we could grab a quarterback for the future, but I think we got Davis Webb, and I'm fine with him, like, learning slowly. I'd say give Eli another year, then put Davis Webb in there. And, as far as other than offensive line, what else are we going to draft?
Running back.
How strong is the offensive line? The offensive line into the draft this year, is it strong or
linebacker?
Any seniors?
I like the kid from Notre Dame.
Left tackle?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who I'd like.
I haven't been keeping up with the offensive linemen coming into the draft. I didn't know if it was.
We do.
And I got to be a first-round grabber. Attention.
Why is Todd cutting out?
Todd, fix your phone. God damn it.
Yeah.
Todd, you're on mute. Fix your phone.
Yeah, I heard like every other word Todd said.
I'm sorry that I
Type it out.
swore, YouTube. YouTube, I'm sorry that I swore.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
Todd deserved it.
In the last video, I think I said the word shitty. they demonetized the video.
Wow.
One shitty.
You can't get paid if you swear.
Apparently, you could request them to manually review it, and that's what I did. But let's see how strict they are.
We're gonna start trying to be a clean show now.
Family friendly.
If they're gonna take our money away, I want to retire off this stuff.
Yeah,
and that was an edit.
Yeah, this is all going to the 401k.
Exactly. Let's see. You're back on. Did you fix your phone? Better? No. Strike two.
God damn it.
Todd, your
Goddamn
phone is
intro.
Todd,
Only
your phone
like-
is this.
Shame.
Yep.
Shame.
Well,
Todd's
I
like-
refuse. I refuse to
Todd's
side for
like
his
our
hours.
judge. He either hits a home run or he strikes out.
Yep. He's all he's all pumped up because he's got his one fan. God damn it, Ned.
Look what you did.
Yeah. You
Ned
pumped up
loves Todd.
No. Yeah. Ned does love Todd.
Cruisin26 says, who are we drafting? I replied to him, better question is, where are we drafting?
I think that is a better question. But
we're going to draft
attached to
15.
that question is
And
if
don't say Dallas. I know physically where we will be drafting.
if we
What
go
position?
6 and 10,
Yep.
let's
6
say
and
we
10,
go 6 and 10.
If we go 6 and 10,
Does
we'll be
McAdoo
probably
still deserve to
10,
be fired for being such an idiot that he screwed up our draft position?
The problem is if we it's
Todd
6
for
it's
try
6
number
and 10.
3.
Do we fire Ben McAdoo if we go 6 and 10?
6 and 10.
Yep.
It's a tough question.
I mean, that's a tough one. The main reason being is, with the offense the way it is, what can you really expect?
6 and 10. I think he stays. So I think honestly think that's the magic number.
You gotta
think
get
6 is the magic number.
I think he has to get to 6.
So if he goes, so you're telling me if he goes 5 and 5 the rest of the way,
Mhm.
he's in.
I think so.
But you know what?
5 and
I like
5
the poll.
with
that's a poll question.
dilapidated
Marco,
wide
right there.
receiving core.
What's the magic number of wins that Ben keeps his job?
What are we starting at?
I think we just said. I think it's 6.
I think I would say it's gonna be 6, 7, or I guess 6, 7. Because if he's 8, if they go 8 and 8, he absolutely keeps his job.
We're not going 8 and 8. We have to
I know we're not.
We
We're
have to go
going
7
10
and 2.
We're going 10 and 6.
Or 7 and 7 and 3.
I was positive last week. I'm going to stay positive. I'm not going to get on the negative train with you guys. We're going to win again this week.
Where's Jimmy?
Yeah,
He's in Yankee coma. All right, how many wins would McAdoo?
Yeah,
how many wins? would McAdoo need to save his job? All right, so the
I would say 5, 6, 7,
are,
or other, or more. I don't know. What'd you do for the choices?
I didn't do it yet. 5, 6, 7, or other?
I would say 5, 6, 7, or loses it regardless. Because if he goes 8-8, there's no way they can really justify firing him unless they're going to just get rid of him regardless.
I'll do other, write it in.
Yep.
All right, ready? All right, it is up, people. If you go to my Twitter page, Bleedbigblue, there's an S in there, and vote. We got another caller, and it's not Todd.
All right.
What's going
up,
on,
guys?
What's going
How
on?
you feeling?
Sabalada here, man. What's going on, man?
You got to shut the radio off in the background.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, we're going to repeat.
All right. You hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I feel good, too, man. Let's go, Giants. Woo! Yeah,
That's what I'm
baby.
talking about.
Yeah, let's stay positive, man. We're gonna win this week too, man. Our defense gotta play good again. Ben McAdoo gotta give up those play calling and the offensive play calling, and we should be fine, man. We should be fine. We look like a totally different team, man. 100%.
Yeah, I agree. And the defense is only going to look better, guys, because Vernon's going to come back soon. DRC's coming back.
Right. Yo, I think everything was meant to be, man. I'm sorry to see those guys go down, but you know what? The show must go on, and we got our first win. I was down for those first 5 weeks, you know, and we got our first win, and we got to believe in the team, man, you know?
The first win's the hardest. Now let's see what they go.
I think they're gonna smash Seattle this week, bro. To tell you the truth, the defensive line. Everybody looked like they was playing. We actually had pressure on the defense was putting pressure on the defensive line stepped up, because if you figure that the first 5 weeks they weren't nowhere to be found.
And I totally agree with you. If we do not turn the ball over,
that was the key.
We're gonna stomp Seattle.
That's right. That's right.
But that's the main thing is with Eli cannot turn it over, and there can't be any fumbles or any of that bullshit. Because Seattle's offense is not good.
Yeah, that was the key thing against Denver. I mean, for as much as we want to talk about the success of the running game, it was very clear to me that in situations previously where they may have forced a throw with Eli, because they didn't have any confidence in the receiving core, they chose to run the football and just play it safe, to not even give Eli the opportunity to make a bad decision.
Right.
But I just don't know how many games in a row you can win in today's NFL if your quarterback completes 11 passes.
I think he'll be able to he'll be able to get more passes in other games. But like you said, he was going against Denver secondary. 3 of the best corners in the league.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
we look pretty good against them, man. We look pretty good against them. I'm not going to take nothing against from our team. I think as long as Eli just holds on to the ball, if he sees a sack, at least do what he did, like when he scored the touchdown, try to get 2 yards or 3 yards, you know what I'm saying? And, hold on to the ball. And I love how they're using Ingram now. Is like, he should be revved up this week. Randall, the guys, everybody looks good, man. I think we should just all feel, keep it on a positive note and give them some good luck for this weekend, man.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Absolutely. We want 2-5 going into that bye week.
Definitely, man. Definitely, man. It's always great talking to you guys, man.
We love you calling in.
Thanks for listening.
Definitely, man. Take care, brothers.
Take care.
You have a good one.
I like that guy. Never got a chance to talk to him. He's a nice guy.
Todd, you love everybody, dude.
Todd, he loves you.
I'm a piece of
Todd,
audio.
stop trying to get more fans, Todd. You already got one, dude. Don't overshoot it.
Is Todd breaking up again, or is it just me?
Yeah, he's breaking up.
God, get control of your stuff.
God damn, Justin called in. He was in Houston.
This is factually correct. All right.
Damn it.
So, Todd, I have a question for you about Houston.
I hung up on him.
Serves you right, Todd.
Yeah. Get with her some goddamn service.
Jimmy might have he might have been watching the Celtics game and then they lost and he got pissed.
Yeah, is he still mourning over Gordon Hayward? And I know he wants to keep acting positive, like Gordon Hayward.
I don't know, but
he's going to come back this season.
Playing pretty well, but I mean
they're
0-2 now.
Yep.
Kyrie was 7 for 25 tonight.
Well, that's going to be usual stats.
Yeah.
That's the way Kyrie plays. That's the way he played before LeBron got to Cleveland.
Yeah.
Let's go through, see any more comments we got that are good.
Yeah.
If you guys have any questions, any comments, just throw them in.
Yeah, guys. I know everybody.
Let's hit up YouTube.
Yeah.
Gregory says we are good on quarterbacks. Besides, this is a good QB class. We might be able to get one in the second or third, but we have to see how Webb develops. As far as running backs, Johnson, Bell, Hunt, they weren't first rounders. We could take a running back later in the draft.
I'll tell you right now, let's say more than likely we're going to be drafted in the middle of the draft, probably somewhere between 10 to 15, right? I'm going to tell you right now, if they really wanted to get a quarterback, they could probably get Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm. I got a question. Refresh my memory.
Yeah.
The Coughlin 0-6, right? They went 0-6.
They didn't go 0-6. I think they had a 6-game losing streak.
But then they had like a.
Then they win like the first four. Then they won like the first four, lost like 6 in a row, and won the rest of them. Does that sound right? I know they were. The Coughlin was always known for the damn streaking.
No, I think they started off like 0-5, and then they won. I think they started off 0-6, and then they won 7, maybe.
It could be something like that.
But that's the year before he got Odell, right? That's the year that they picked Odell. That position was Odell's pick, correct?
Sounds right.
Because
I believe that's correct.
Because then the next year he got fired.
Yeah, I think he had 1 year with Odell.
Yeah,
I was trying to replay it in my mind.
Yeah, 1 year with Odell.
Or did he have 2 with Odell?
1. Ben's had him the whole time, as far as coaching him.
He's only in year 3? No, he's in year 4.
No, yeah, he's in year 4.
Because we picked up his 5th year option.
Oh, so maybe he had 2 years with Odell.
He had 2 years with Odell.
Only if we had a tool that would give us all the correct information out there.
Like the internet.
We're too damn lazy to Google. Let other people do that shit. You know, that's what the intern's for, but his damn mic doesn't come in clear.
So
Todd, right in.
So please send him
right in.
He had 2 years.
Okay.
Mr. Sprinkles. That's a great name.
Well, first of all, yeah, that is a great name. First of all, I'm always going to remember Mr. Sprinkles. What's he want?
So, if we go, what do you honestly think is realistic? That we could get to 6 wins? You think 6-10 is the number?
Honestly, I think we can do better than that. But I would probably 7. I would say 7 wins.
You think we can go 7-9?
I think we can. If not better. I think we can probably, honestly, the way Giants are, because it'll piss me off, that we'll go 8-8.
Yeah. Well, somebody asked me, they were like, while I was in Houston, they were like, do you think the Giants will go, 2-14 or 3-13? And I said, no, they'll screw it up. They'll go 6-10, 7-9.
No, they'll decide.
Just like we did. That the year we picked Odell. We started out 0-6, and then we finished somehow 7-9.
Right.
Or the year we picked Eric Flowers.
True story.
It was a good time then. Good time.
But you know what? I'll still take those years over the Kent Graham years and Dave Brown years.
Oh.
Those were
These millennials don't know.
They don't know about the Ray Hanley years, the lost seasons. Oh God, brings it back.
For the people that are listening, put in the comment section what year did you start watching the Giants, like really watching the Giants.
Yeah, when did you become a fan?
Give me the year. Give me the first year that you remember.
And you know what? You're going to be all, if they're actually realistic, it's going to be like Todd. It's going to be like their Super Bowl years when all of a sudden he became a Giants fan.
Mm-hmm.
89.
89.
I got to say,
I was
85. 85.
we got an 85 in there.
Listen, I'll say this,
I would have to say 85. It was the year before they won the Super Bowl is when I became a fan.
I wrote about this in the first article that I wrote for the website.
Mm-hmm.
Back when we wrote stuff.
Fuck that.
Way back in the day.
So much work.
I wrote about this, so if you've read this article, I apologize for repeating, but my guess is that most of you haven't. If you have, go back and check out the archives. They're there. Anyway, I remember I was probably, I think I was 5, and we were getting ready to move to Cedar Rapids, Iowa from Long Island, New York. And while we were getting ready to do that, my grandparents let us live with them over the summer. And I was 5 years old, and my grandfather took me down in the basement. He stuck in a tape of the 86 Giants, and he told 5-year-old Jay Money, these are the Giants, and if you're going to live here, this is who you root for. And I was like, okay. And the rest is history.
I love it. I love it.
I got a Giant starter jacket, and here we are.
We all had the Giant starter jacket.
Best ever.
I'll send you guys a picture. I just bought one the other day off of eBay. I was like, I need a starter jacket. That's pretty funny.
Is it a Giant starter jacket?
It's a Giant starter jacket.
I remember just watching football with my dad, just being absolutely, because I was living in Central New York. So I'm watching the Giants regardless. So I'm watching the Giants, and I'm just watching LT, take over a game. I don't even know who the hell they were playing. But I was like, this defensive guy is just taking over this game. It just fascinated me. And I just, I fell in love with the Giants right there.
That was
huge
a great
LT
squad.
Huge LT guy.
And I loved playing with LT in Tecmo Bowl.
He's the only one that can catch Bo Jackson.
Yeah. And he could block every kick.
Every kick.
Yep.
He went straight in the middle.
Every single one.
I had a teacher, I forget what grade it was probably 4th, maybe 5th grade. He was a maniac Giants fan. And, all his bonus questions would be about the Giants. So, I remember, I think he was a hardcore Carl Banks fan because, it was always Carl Banks related, which was pretty funny. I think it was 90. It wasn't the 86 team. I think it was 90.
Okay.
Because my older brother's a huge Bronco fan. He's a big John Elway guy. So I remember
that had to be an interesting Super Bowl.
Yeah.
In the Cerulli house.
It was. My oldest brother is a Giant fan. Us two are Giants fans, and he's a Bronco fan. But he likes the Giants too. He's forgiven.
We just forgave him last week.
he didn't come downstairs.
Well, yeah. You know what, guys? I think we should go to Dallas for the draft with all our Giants.
They're definitely gonna have a draft party for Giants fans down there, though. I know that for a certain.
Very interesting. I think we could possibly make it happen.
Mm-hmm. All right, boys. I think I'm going to cut this one short.
Yeah. The funny thing is people aren't as pissed off right now, so it's not a whole lot to get mad about. I mean, they played a perfect game this past game. The list of shame was so fucking hard to do. So I'm like, who am I mad at? I really just had to make up stuff. I mean, I wasn't making up stuff. I mean, Jack Rabbit, I think, really had one of his worst games, other than 2 plays. And honestly, one of his worst games ever as a Giant. If you want to look at everybody he's ever gone against, he shuts down everybody in the year and a half he's been here.
Mm-hmm.
And for him to get 10 catches, 130 against Demaryius Thomas, I think he was almost shocked that they were trying to pick on him. But
yeah, it was ballsy.
Yeah. And that's the one thing people don't realize with Eli Apple. Eli Apple's the one getting thrown on all the time because most people don't want to mess with Jack Rabbit. So, and he's only in his second year. He's in the beginning of his second year. So all the Eli Apple haters, they fucking bitch about him. Relax.
RELAX.
Of course,
R.I.P.
we say we're gonna end early, and here comes the phone calls.
Oh, yeah, you already know.
What's up, Cole? Are you there?
Hello?
Yeah,
what's up? What's your name?
Patrick. My name is Patrick.
What's up, Patrick? What do you want to talk about? Do you have anything on your mind?
I want to talk about the Giants and their season and how is it that the Broncos was their first win over all the other teams they've already played. You know, starting 0-5 was definitely a surprise, you know, based off last season, going 11-5. But you have to understand, going 11-5 last season, 8 or 9 of those games were on the cusp of winning. So, and we come into this year with the same O-line, you know, you're looking at some problems. And then now you have McAdoo calling plays the first 5 games. He's all predictable. How can you make anything happen? Lose 4 wide receivers, 3 out for the rest of the season. You know, it's not looking good.
It's that, but you know what? This is what our backs are against the wall, and that's when they usually play well. And that's one thing. They can't be predictable because God knows we don't know what they're going to do on offense. It's all just a crapshoot at this point. And now that Mike Sullivan's calling it, he could do whatever. And if we're just going to run the ball, get back to grounding and pounding, hey, I'm cool with that. We don't turn the ball over and we play good defense, we're going to be in games.
That's you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. It just, I mean, when I saw the Broncos game, I was like, this game looked nothing like the last 5. It just looked like actual Giants football. Like they were putting their all in. You know, the O-line was performing. We had a nice running game, and the Broncos are known for stopping the running game, and we were running right down their throats. I mean, I think Eli only threw 128 yards that game, something like that. I mean, that doesn't cut it. You know, obviously we got the rookie wide receivers out there, but it's just going to be sketchy, especially going against the Seahawks next. I mean,
but
it just surprised me. I know the Broncos have the top 3 defense.
Well, that's the thing with the Broncos they were literally the top defense going into that game. They were the top against the run. They had one of the best secondaries in the league, and we dominated them with really no skill players. So that gives me hope going into Seattle because I'll tell you right now, Seattle's defense is not better than Denver's. Denver's way better.
I was about to say, yep.
If we could run,
sorry.
No, you're fine, man.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, Seattle's defense is looking awfully sketchy, and so is their O-line. And I heard Wilson's looking a little shaky out there. So as long as we can contain Wilson, then obviously, hopefully, we can make something happen. But I'm not too sure who's on the O-line for the Giants. In Seattle, hopefully, it's the same setup as last game.
Right.
But I mean, Flowers looked a little bit promising, but a little bit of improvement. You know, a lot of hate on Flowers. I mean, he did show up a little bit in the Denver game.
Flowers is an easy target. You know, that's but he is improving, and the kid's only 22, and he really shouldn't be playing. He shouldn't be playing left tackle, to be honestly. But he's the best one we have right now.
Right tackle.
Yeah, he should have been the right tackle, but we always say, well, when he got drafted, William Beatty was supposed to be the left tackle, but you know he ended up has a shoulder injury that he still hasn't got over in 3 years.
Yeah, right.
I think the main thing to look at this game coming up in Seattle is, can we run the ball again? Are we going to stick to it? And if we do that, and the defense is still solid, plays solid, that might be, we might not be the 0-5 team. We might be, the team that we're seeing now. Run the ball, solid defense. Eli, don't get him injured, but take the sack. Don't try to force anything, and we'll get him back.
And that's my thing, too. Giants kept him clean for the most part. I mean, he had a couple of sacks, but those were like coverage sacks.
Right.
Against against a good defense from Denver, who has better pass rushers than Seattle does.
Right.
So I'm hoping, at least in theory, Giants' offensive line should be able to handle Seattle.
I mean, I really hope it's looking that way. I mean, it's going to be a good game. I mean, I know Seattle don't really play that well on the road, so that's another good thing. I mean, hopefully it's a good game. Hopefully everything works out. Hopefully the defense is as dangerous as it was in the Broncos game.
Mhm.
And hopefully Eli just plays like the MVP he is.
Yeah, hopefully we're looking at 2-5.
2-5 going in the bye. That's what we want.
2-5, here we come.
All right, thanks
Sounds
for calling in.
Thanks, man.
I appreciate it.
All right, let's get your predictions. What are you thinking? Who wants to go first?
I'll go first, I guess.
Sure.
What do we got? I'm going to say we beat Seattle 20-10. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be an ugly game, but I think defense makes another play. I think they make a few plays, actually. I'm saying a fumble return for a touchdown is going to happen. And, I think Eli has another game of no turnovers. And that's the reason we're going to win. Not turning the ball over.
I will say I like the Giants.
Ooh.
I'm playing with my heart over my head. I like the Giants, and I will take a final score of 22-9.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
All right, so let me sum everything up. We both got the Giants winning, as do I. Larry on Facebook says, it's Wednesday. I'm still in shock from Sunday's game. Do you think running the ball on Seattle majority of the plays will get the Giants a win? I say that's how we win. Dedication to the run game. It's going to be an ugly game, though.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be boring as crap. It's going to be ugly as crap.
17-14 Giants.
You're gonna have a game stressing me out, huh? All right.
Yeah. 17-14 Giants. And let's see if anyone voted on the poll. All right. A few people think it's going to be 5 wins for Ben McAdoo. How many wins would Ben McAdoo need to save his job? We got a few votes. 11%. 11% says 5. 6% says 11% says 6. 56% says 7, and 22% says other. That a poll?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta agree with the 7 though. You get the 7-9 after starting 0-5. Yeah, you're probably gonna save your job.
That's what happened to Coughlin. 0-6, and he got the 7-9. He saved his job.
It's all good, but you know what? If we get the 7-9, I'm gonna be pissed off because honestly, we should have won the Tampa game. We should have won the Philly game. It would have been 9-7.
Right. No, there were definitely two wins in there that we should have had. All right, everyone on YouTube, please hit a like button. Everyone on Facebook, do the same. We will see you next Wednesday, and we'll put out a few videos out during the week as well. That's it.
I'd like to give the MVP for this show to Ned.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what? Ned,
you're the MVP.
We've never been put on mute.
He put us on mute.
He put us on mute. I never heard of someone calling a show and be like, "Hold on, guys.
Hold on. Oh,
you know what? I'll call you back."
Ned from Groundhog Day.
But he did get a negative though. He is a Todd fan.
Yeah.
He is the Todd fan.
Hashtag Ned loves Todd.
Yep. Hashtag
right,
Homer for life.
Never give it up. All right, gentlemen, thank you for calling in today.
Yeah.
Yep.
I will talk to you later on in the week.
All right.
Yep, sounds
Later.
good, buddy.
Everyone.
See ya.